Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari. Janaki, you're up early. I may have a little problem with the internet. I might have to switch around a little bit here. It's kind of slow sometimes. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Rama, Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming. Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Gauranga, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Sri Vasari Gaurabhakta, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Sri Vasari Gaurabhakta Vrinda. Let's try to do this now. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare, might have back and forth here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Somebody write on the chat because it disappeared, so I need to see if people are still here. Say Hare Krishna or something in the chat. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. I'm going to switch back and forth here. Okay, great, thank you. Hare Krishna, Hare. So I'll be switching back and forth when it goes because it costs money here to use it this way. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaur Bhakta Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. There's the link. Somebody come on, man. Make this a show. Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama there she is, welcome. Radhe, enjoy chanting the holy name with us together. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra.
Thanks for using.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhaktavinda, Jaya Srila Prabhupada, Jai Jesus. So, continuing on from yesterday, Chaitanya Charitamrita Anchalila, chapter 12, verse number 55. When the Lord was a boy, he would visit the house of Parmeshwar Modak again and again. The confectioner would supply the Lord with milk and sweetmeats, and the Lord would eat them. When the Lord was a boy, he would visit the house of Parmeshwar Modak again and again. The conceptioner would supply the Lord with milk and sweetmeats, and the Lord would eat them. Parmeshwar Modak had been affectionate towards the Lord since his childhood, and he was one of those who came that year to see the Lord at Jagannath Puri. Parmeshwar Modak had been affectionate towards the Lord since his childhood, and he was one of those that came that year to see the Lord at Jagannath Puri. When he offered his obeisances to the Lord, he said, "I am the same Parmeshwar." Upon seeing him, the Lord asked him questions with great affection. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "Parmeshwar, may you be blessed." The Lord said, "Parmeshwar, may you be blessed. It is very good you have come here. It is very good you have come here." Parmeshwar then informed the Lord, "Mukundara Mata has also come." Hearing the name Mukundara Mata, the Lord hesitated, but because of affection for Parmeshwar, he did not say anything. An intimate relationship sometimes makes a person overstep formal etiquette. Uh, Thus, Parmeshwar actually pleased the Lord in his heart by his simple and affectionate behavior. All the devotees engaged in the cleansing ceremony of the Gundicha temple and danced in front of the Rath Yatra cart, just as they had done in the past. For 4 consecutive months, the devotees observed all the festivals, and the wives, such as Malini, extended invitations for lunch to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. For 4 consecutive months, the devotees observed all the festivals. The wives, such as Malini, extended invitations for lunch to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. From Bengal, the devotees had brought varieties of Bengali food that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu liked. They also cooked various grains and vegetables in their homes and offered them to the Lord. From Bengal, the devotees, okay. During the day, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu engaged in various activities with his devotees. During the day, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu engaged in various activities with the devotees. Uh, but at night, he felt great separation from Krishna and he used to cry. In this way, the Lord spent 4 months of the rainy season in various pastimes. And then he ordered the Bengali devotees to return to their homes. All the devotees from Bengal would regularly invite Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for lunch, and the devotees would speak to him, and the Lord would speak to them in very sweet words. All the devotees from Bengal would regularly invite Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for lunch, and the Lord would speak to them in very sweet words. All of you come to see me every year. All of you come to see me every year, the Lord said. To come here and then return must certainly give you great trouble. All of you come to see me here every year, the Lord said. To come here and return must certainly give you great trouble. I would like to forbid you to do this. I would like to forbid you to do this, but I enjoy your company so much that my desire for your association only increases. Oh, my Lord, you're so great. I would like to forbid you to do this, but I enjoy your company so much that my desire for your association only increases. I ordered Sri Nityananda Prabhu to not to leave Bengal, but he has transgressed my order to come see me. What can I say? Out of his causeless mercy upon me, Advaitacharya has also come here. I am indebted to him for his affectionate behavior. I am indebted to him because of his affectionate behavior. I am indebted to him because of his affectionate behavior. This debt is impossible for me to liquidate. This debt is impossible for me to liquidate. Out of his causeless mercy upon me, Advaitacharya has also come here. I am indebted to him for his affectionate behavior. This debt is impossible for me to liquidate. All my devotees come here just for me. All my devotees come here just for me, leaving aside their homes and families. Leaving aside their homes and families, they travel by very difficult paths to come here in great haste. All my devotees come here just for me, leaving aside their homes and families. They travel by difficult paths to come here in great haste. There is no fatigue or trouble for me, for I stay here at Neelachal, Jagannath Puri, and do not move at all. This is the favor of all of you. This is the favor of all of you. This is the favor of all of you. I am a mendicant and have no money. I am a mendicant and have no money. How can I clear my debt for the favor you have shown me? How can I clear my debt for the favor you have shown me? Have only this body, and therefore I surrender it unto you. Have only this body. Have only this body, therefore I surrender it to you. Have only this body, therefore I surrender it to you. Now, if you wish, you may sell it anywhere you like. Now, if you wish, you may sell it anywhere you like. It is your property. I have only this body, therefore I surrender to you. Now, if you wish, you may sell it anywhere you like. It is your property. Ah. When the devotees heard these sweet words of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, their hearts melted and they began to shed incessant tears. When the devotees heard these sweet words of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, their hearts melted and they began to shed incessant tears. Catching hold of his devotees, the Lord embraced them all and began to cry and cry. Catching hold of his devotees, the Lord embraced them all and began to cry and cry. Unable to leave, everyone remained there, and 5 to 7 days thus passed by. Advaita Prabhu and Lord Nityananda submitted these words at the lotus feet of the Lord. The entire world. Uh, the entire world is naturally is naturally obligated to you for your transcendental attributes. The entire world is naturally obligated to you for your transcendental attributes. Yet you bind your devotees again with your sweet words. Under these circumstances, who can go anywhere? You bind your devotees again with your sweet words. Under these circumstances, who can go anywhere? Then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu peacefully calmed them all, and bade each of them farewell. Ah, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare. Oh, River. Okay, welcome. Hare Krishna. Good morning there. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu peacefully calmed them all and bade them farewell. The Lord specifically advised Nityananda Prabhu, you should not come here again and again. You will have my association in Bengal. The devotees of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began their journey crying while the Lord remained morosely at his residence. The Lord bound everyone by his transcendental mercy. The Lord bound everyone by his transcendental mercy. Who can repay the debt for the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Who can repay? Who can repay the debt for the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the fully independent personality of Godhead. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the fully independent personality of Godhead. And he makes everyone dance as he desires. and he makes everyone dance as he likes. Uh, 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 Leaving his company, therefore, all the devotees returned to their homes in different parts of the country. Leaving his company, therefore, all the devotees returned to their homes in different parts of the country. As a wooden doll dances to the will of a puppeteer, everything is accomplished by the will of the Lord. As a wooden doll dances to the will of a puppeteer, everything is accomplished by the will of the Lord. Who can understand the characteristics of the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Who can understand? Who can understand the characteristics of the Supreme Personality of Godhead? The Supreme Personality of Godhead. The previous year, Jagannatha Pandit, following the Lord's order, had returned to the city of Nadia to see Sachimata. The previous year, Jagannatha Pandit, following the Lord's order, had returned to the city of Nadia to see Sachimata. When he arrived, he offered prayers at her lotus feet, and then offered her the cloth and prasadam of Lord Jagannath. He offered obeisances to Sachimata in the name of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and informed her of all the Lord's submissive prayers to her. Jagannatha coming pleased Mother Sachi very much. As he talked of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, she listened day and night. Jagannatha's coming pleased Mother Sachi very much. As he talked of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Mother Sachi listened day and night. Jagannatha Pandit said, "My dear mother, sometimes the Lord comes here and eats all the food you have offered." Jagannatha Pandit said, "My dear mother, sometimes the Lord comes here and eats all the food you have offered. After eating the food, the Lord says, 'Today, Mother has fed me up to my neck.' After eating all the food, the Lord says, 'Today, Mother has fed me up to my neck.'" I will go there and eat the food my mother offers. I will go there and eat the food my mother offers. I will go there and eat the food my mother offers. But she cannot understand that I'm eating it directly. She thinks it is only a dream. I go there and eat the food my mother offers, but she cannot understand that I am eating it directly. She thinks that it is only a dream. Ah, Krishna. Ah, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Sachimata said, "I wish Nimai would eat all the nice vegetables I cook. Sachimata said, I wish Nimai would eat all the vegetables I cook. Sachimata said, I wish Nimai would eat all the vegetables I cook. That is my desire. Sometimes I think that Nimai has eaten them, but afterwards I think I was only dreaming. Sometimes I think Nimai has eaten them, but afterwards I think that I was only dreaming. In this way, Jagadananda Pandit and Mother Sachi talked day and night about the happiness of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In this way, Jagadananda Pandit and Mother Sachi talked day and night about the happiness of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Jagadananda Pandit met all the other devotees in Nadia. They were all very happy to have him present. Jagadananda Pandit met all the other devotees in Nadia. They were all very happy to have him present. Jagadananda Pandit thereafter went to meet Advaita Charya. Jagadananda Pandit met all the other devotees in Nadia. They were all very happy to have him present. Jagadananda Pandit thereafter went to meet Advaita Charya, who also was very happy to have him. Vasudev Dutt, Murari Gupta were so pleased to see Jagadananda Pandit, they kept him at their homes and would not allow him to leave. They heard confidential narrations. They heard confidential narrations about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from the mouth of Jagadananda Pandit. They heard confidential narrations about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from the mouth of Jagadananda Pandit and forgot themselves in the great happiness about hearing about the Lord, and forgot themselves in great happiness of hearing about the Lord. Whenever Jagadananda Pandit went to visit a devotee's house, that devotee immediately forgot himself in great happiness. Whenever Jagadananda Pandit went to visit a devotee's house, that devotee immediately forgot himself in great happiness. All glories to Jagadananda Pandit. 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 Uh, he is so favored by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that anyone who meets him thinks, now I have gotten the association of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu directly. He is so favored by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that anyone who meets him thinks, now I have gotten the association of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu directly. Jagadananda Pandit stayed at the house of Shivananda Sain for some time, and they prepared about 16 seers of scented sandalwood oil. They filled a large earthen pot with aromatic oil, and with great care Jagannatha Pandit brought it to Nila Chal, Jagannath Puri. This oil was placed in the care of Govinda, and Jagannatha requested him, please rub this oil on the body of the Lord. Govinda therefore said to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Jagannatha has brought some scented sandalwood oil. It is his desire that your lordship apply a little of this oil on your head so that blood pressure due to bile and air will be considerably diminished. He prepared a large jug of it in Bengal, and with great care he's brought it here. The Lord replied, a sannyasi has no use for oil, especially perfumed oil like such as this. Take it out immediately. Deliver this oil to the temple of Lord Jagannath, there where it may be burned in the lamps. In this way, Jagannatha's Pandit labor in manufacturing the oil will be perfectly successful. When Govinda informed Jagannatha Pandit of this message, Jagannatha remained silent, not saying even a word. When 10 days had passed, Govinda again said to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it is a desire of Jagannatha Pandit that your lordship accept the oil. When the Lord heard this, he angrily said, why not keep a masseur to massage me? Why not keep a masseur to massage me? Have I taken sannyas for such happiness? Have I taken sannyas for such happiness? Accepting this oil would bring ruination, and all of you would laugh. If someone passing on the road smelled this oil on my head, he would think of me as a Dari sannyasi, a tantric sannyasi who keeps women. Hearing these words of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Govinda remained silent. The next morning, Jagannatha went to see the Lord. The next morning, Jagannatha went to see the Lord. Hearing these words of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Govinda remained silent. The next morning, Jagannatha went to see the Lord. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said to Jagannatha Pandit, my dear Pandit, you have brought me some oil from Bengal, but since I am in the renounced order, I cannot accept it. Deliver the oil to the temple of Jagannath so that it may be burned in the lamps. Thus your labor in preparing the oil will be fruitful. Jagannatha Pandit replied, who tells you all these false stories? I have never brought any oil from Bengal. After saying this, Jagannatha Pandit took the jug of oil from the room and threw it down before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the courtyard and broke it. After breaking the jug, Jagannatha Pandit returned to his residence, bolted the door, and lay down. 3 days later, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to the door of his room and said, my dear Jagannatha Pandit, please get up. I want you to personally cook my lunch today. I am going now to see the Lord in the temple. I shall return at noon. 3 days later, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to the door of the room and said, my dear Jagannatha Pandit, please get up. I want you personally to cook my lunch today. I am going now to see the Lord in the temple. I shall return at noon. After Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said this and left Jagannatha Pandit, got up from his bed, bathed, and began to cook varieties of vegetables. After finishing his noontime ritualistic duties, the Lord arrived for lunch. Jagadananda Pandit washed the Lord's feet and gave the Lord a sitting place. He had cooked fine rice, mixed it with ghee, and piled it high on a banana leaf. There are also varieties of vegetables placed all around the pots, made of banana tree bark. On the rice and vegetables were tulsi flowers, and in front of the Lord's were cakes, sweet rice, and other prasadam. The Lord said, "Spread another leaf with a helping of rice and vegetables so that today you and I may take lunch together." Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu kept his hands raised and would not accept the prasadam until Jagannatha Pandit, with great affection and love, spoke the following words: "Please take prasadam yourself, and I shall eat later. I shall not refuse your request." In great happiness, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted the lunch. In great happiness. Oh my God. In great happiness, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted the lunch. When he had tasted the vegetables, he again began to speak. "Even when you cook in an angry mood," he said, "the food is very delicious." Even when you cook in an angry mood, the food is still delicious. This shows how pleased Krishna is with you. Because he will personally eat the food Krishna makes you cook so nicely. Because he will personally eat the food Krishna makes you cook so nicely. You offer such nectarian rice to Krishna. Who can estimate the limit of your good fortune? You, you offer such nectarian rice to Krishna. Who can estimate the limit of your good fortune? Jagannatha replied, "He who will eat the food, he who will eat has cooked this. As far as I'm concerned, I simply collect the ingredients." Jagannatha Pandit continued to offer the Lord varieties of vegetables, and out of fear, the Lord said nothing but continued happily eating. Jagannatha Pandit eagerly forced the Lord to eat so much that he ate 10 times more than other days. Again and again, when the Lord wished to get up, Jagannatha Pandit would feed him more vegetables. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dared not forbid him to feed him more. He just continued eating, fearful that Jagannatha Pandit would fast if he stopped. At last, the Lord respectfully submitted, "My dear Jagannananda, you have already made me eat 10 times more than I'm used to. Now, please stop." Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stood up and washed his hands and mouth, while Jagannatha Pandit brought spices, a garland, and sandalwood pulp.
Can I
Accepting,
say something?
uh, did you want to say something?
Yeah. You talk about food. You and my inspiration is Lauta Baba.
Is
He
what?
cooked for Krishna
Yeah.
even when he went away, and still he's cooking for Krishna. Service without wanting to something in return.
Ah, yeah, yeah, Yeah,
and I love that so much. You know?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
This is yeah. This is very deep. This pastime,
yeah,
very very deep,
yeah.
very deep.
I was in Vrindavan and I saw this Lauta Baba. Uh, he's my inspiration.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Lullaby. I remember reading that in Saint Savraj. Very nice pastime, actually.
yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry
yeah.
to interrupt you,
Oh no,
Maharaj.
no, 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 no. It's good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll actually talk about some of this stuff because it's very deep and how.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I'll just make a few comments here.
You know, I have big problems in my life with work and some, but I am happy to hear you and listen to you, and you are an inspiration for me.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
thank you very much
yeah,
for appreciating. That's great.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Your voice is so comforting. No, my English is not good, but I listen to you, and yeah, you make me stronger.
okay, good. Hey,
Yeah,
that's what it's all about.
uh,
Need to be strong. Yeah.
uh, yeah. Thank you.
Oh, hey, you're welcome.
Uh,
Yeah,
Now I will shut up and let other devotees speak.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So let's see here. 10 times more than I'm going to go back and start again here and just pick up some points here. Uh, yeah, so Jagannatha Pandit, he had a special. See, these are the relations between the Lord and his various devotees. And this devotee Jagannatha was very unique. He had an angry Ras with Lord Chaitanya. So the Lord would do counter. He would counter and seem to thwart his desires. So Jagannatha wanted him to accept the oil, and the Lord said, "No, I can't do it. I'm a sannyasi." you know and so this would spark anger in Jagannatha Pandit, and the Lord would taste that anger. It's like this is like people, if their sense gratification in the world is thwarted, they get angry. So the sense enjoyment of a pure devotee like Jagannatha Pandit is the happiness of the Lord. And the Lord say, no, no, I don't want to accept this service. So in other words, instead of serving material desires, Jagannatha Pandit is serving spiritual desire. See, his desire is to serve the Lord. And the Lord say, no, I don't want this service. And he gets very angry about it and goes and fasts for 3 days, breaks the jug right in front of the Lord, and so that's his Ras. He just is the Lord would they would quarrel. He would just say, just start quarrels, for nothing, over nothing, and they would argue and stuff like this. But it was a symptom of his attachment for Lord Chaitanya in that way. He was actually such a Bama in another lifetime. So as Satyabhama, they would quarrel like this. And so that was his nature, his eternal relationship with the Lord was like, it's very beautiful too. So the Lord would taste these relationships. Now the beautiful thing is here, if you come in this line, and this line is so rare and so confidential, and most people don't really understand the depth of it. I hear from devotees, they think they know, but they don't understand. I said, well, all you can do is come and hang out here, make friends with the devotees, and get this potency in this line to be able to taste these pastimes, because tasting them is just like, and it is, the Lord is inside you tasting them again. And this is very intimate, very personal, and very rare, this
Mm,
kind of thing. Because you taste the happiness of God. You understand what God feels, literally, by serving Him in this way. Just like Jagannatha Pandit. See, these are the value of these pastimes and why they wrote them down. For devotees, they're priceless treasures, because the Lord is very happy to hear these pastimes and to speak these pastimes and taste them again in our own hearts. Okay? And this is a very fantastic mercy of Lord Chaitanya, very rare to understand the Lord in such a personal, intimate level that's very rarely revealed in this world. Anybody becomes attracted to this Sangha and attracted to this relationship is very, very fortunate because you won't get this. I haven't seen this being preached or experienced in all of my travels in India, even though people are saying all kinds of speculations. They're just not doing
You know,
it.
I have some troubles at work. I am homesick, but
Yeah.
the positive thing is that I can listen to you more now.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It's
Oh,
more
yeah,
than positive.
yeah,
Is this
yeah,
great?
really.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
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 yeah. You'll get so clear if people will do that. You'll
hmm
understand what very rare persons understand. That's
Nobody
why
misses me at work. Nobody misses me.
good,
But
good.
I get the full satisfaction of listening to you and
Yeah,
Yamuna and
yeah,
Lalita. You
yeah.
are all such an inspiration for me.
Yeah, you're very fortunate
Yeah,
to be attracted to this, and this will get you over all of the false identifications of wanting to be uh, wanting to be acknowledged. You get into the happiness of
yeah,
acknowledging God and praising the Lord, and then you transcend the false ego. See? River
yeah,
knows about this. Uh, it's such a that is false ID, and all it does is make you like unhappy. This makes gives you tremendous happiness. Yeah.
yeah.
So
You give me so much happiness.
yeah, this is well. I'm just serving like the pastimes, tasting them. The Lord is tasting them. This is a symptom of this intimate service. You know,
Yeah,
the Lord is tasting them through the devotee, and He's tasting what the Lord is tasting. This is very uncommon to have such closeness. They don't even have what you see here is not an experience even devotees in Vaikuntha. I'm
yeah.
telling you, it's very unusual and uncommon. And most
Yeah.
people don't believe it. Most Vaishnavas, they can't believe it. You know. But
Fuck them.
whoever comes and does is very fortunate because you know, this is the Lord's mercy is to feel happiness in
Yeah.
hearing these pastimes. Yeah.
You bring me happiness.
Ooh, good.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's
yeah,
selfish because I just here to make myself happy, and this is gravy, icing on the cake is happiness of
no,
others.
you have a warm voice. It's so soothing, and listening to you brings Krishna to my mind. I don't know
Wow.
how to explain it, but it is like this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. See,
uh,
it's proof that my that I'm pleasing the Lord. When the devotees are pleased, the Lord is pleased.
of
So,
course.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. If the devotees, you devotees are happy, you know, then I'm serving properly. I won't
yeah.
listen to any of the fault finders or the ones
You
who
are
criticize
doing a good
my
job.
work.
You are good in your job.
I'll listen to you guys. I won't listen to the other. I won't believe them. I'll believe you
Yeah.
guys.
Thank, thank you from my heart. Thank you.
Hey, thank you from my heart. Yeah, yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So now I have to go and feed my husband.
Okay, hey, very important.
Yeah.
He's the breadwinner now, the only one.
He's upstairs, and I think he's hungry.
Oh yeah, feed him. Yeah, yeah, go for it. Yeah, yeah, important.
Prasadam, prasadam, like Lokanath Baba.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Nice talking to you. Thank you
yeah.
for
Nice talking
allowing
to you.
me to
Yeah.
join this
Oh,
lecture. Yeah,
anytime.
thank you.
Yeah, we're
Thank you
here.
very much. Yeah,
You're welcome.
thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank
Yeah, yeah. So let's see. Let's go into this a little bit here. See if we can. Yeah, all the way from. Yeah, yeah. This is all very nice. So yeah. So after eating the food, the Lord said, which says, Mother has fed me up to my neck. I go there and eat the food my mother offers, but she cannot understand that I am eating it directly. She thinks this is just a dream. This is the service of an intimate devotee, just out of affection. The Lord considers affection more than anything. You can follow strictly rules, regulation, or anything, but this spontaneous affection that one gets by the association of his real devotees, like, see, Jagadananda goes to see other affectionate devotees and shares the pastime, and very easily they taste the happiness of the Lord again. The Lord's happiness is everything to them because they have this taste. They have this special called Bhakti Lata Bij. It's a very special inclination and it's just mainly affection for the Lord, and it translates and you become affectionate for his pastimes. See, that's the Lord. It's really him. There's no difference. And the devotees with this Bhakti Lata Bij can experience that non-difference. And in this way, they stay with the Lord like this by associating with his name and his pastimes. And they're happy here in this world. Otherwise, not happy. It's the great secret. That's why people in the world are more or less morose, is because they don't give the Lord transcendental happiness. And you start to see this moroseness in the world, uh, the more you experience the happiness of serving God in this affectionate, intimate way. This is the real path. If people are speculating on this, that's what I've seen. Many gurus and teachers and all, they speculate on what it is. See, and they're not experiencing this. So anyway, my journey is to taste this and to see how powerful it is. To see there's nothing, no greater protection in this world. There's no greater happiness in this world. There's no greater um, potency in this world. Everything is this. Yeah, and it's so nice for me to see the devotees. Yeah, mute your mic, please. Yeah, yeah. It's so nice to see the devotees getting this ability, getting this Bhakti Lata Bij, just like you see, what you read in the books is happening in your lives. This is the uncommon thing. Shows you this is the real path. Okay? Because what you read about Bhakti Lata Bij given through a real guru that has a real association, a real associate of Lord Chaitanya. This is proven when this is passed on to others. That's why Lord Chaitanya said in that pastime with the father and son, he said, "Is your son your father, or your father your son?" And the father said, "No, my son is my father, my spiritual father. Your mercy was upon him first. Your mercy is this natural affectionate love for Lord Chaitanya, Radha, and Krishna. That's your mercy, and that was upon my son first. And we got this inclination, this affection for you and Radha and Krishna through my son. Therefore, he's our guru. He's our spiritual master." And Lord Chaitanya said, "Yes, it is correct. Those who awaken devotion to Krishna are certainly the spiritual master. So if it awakens in the spiritual master, which it does, it's proven true, really doubly true, more convincingly true when others, it's passed on to others. That's the Bhakti Shastra degree. It's the degree of devotion being passed along to others. See, this is what the world needs to know. What is a real line? Otherwise, the Maya is always making things murky, always making things unclear. And it's only the real experienced devotees who make it clear what the real path is. If anyone has full faith in these words, in these teachings, which is you can go in the book and see, it's all there. You can go into the experience of these devotees who are taking it heart and soul. You can see you're very, very blessed, very fortunate, and you will get this just because you're on the real path, and it becomes more and more clear by hearing, hearing, associating. Yeah. Yeah, and this is how they'll see. People will see by your testimony, your witness testimony. Yeah, River actually, she's trying to help devotees. You can see with your own eyes, we are actively engaged in a spiritual war, playful war, a war against delusion. You can see some of our associates, they get caught up in some things, like, oh yeah, it's probably, they go back to Prabhupada again, back to the rules and regulations. Oh, exclusively, he's the one, and go hard, See, and I'm sorry, that ain't clear. No, I'm sorry about that. You don't accept this. You don't really understand Prabhupada. You're just back with these other jealous and envious, what do you call, proud persons still. You're back into with them. You act like them. See, you're acting like them. That's what they do. Oh, Prabhupada, he's the only Acharya for the next 10,000 years, and nobody's like him. And then they have the others, just different speculations. No, no, this is the way. Anybody who develops confidence, and there's no reason not to. By this preaching is so solid, man. This is ironclad. If you don't, you are really done. I don't care. You have a big title, Acharya, in front of your name, or a big following. You don't understand what is clearly evident here. You are the biggest fool. Anybody following you is not, is as blind as you are, because they believe in your teachings that are not very clear. Well, what kind of, here we describe the most intimate pastimes, show the actual feelings that the devotees had 550 years ago. You can read all about it, and you can see them passed on by those who are taking to this path heart and soul and really believing in what we're doing. And you can see that the reciprocation of God is very pleased with them by giving him, just like it said. I just read that. Oh, you devotees take great trouble to see me. You have love for me. Therefore, I give you my transcendental body. Sell it at any price to anybody. And people taking this association really seriously, like River for 4 years, right? Listening very intently, going through, the ringer, burning, the baptism by fire of all that stuff burning up that's in the way of more steady bliss and ecstasy in this path. You can see with your own eyes. See? And then people, say all this stuff. Yeah, you just contaminate. You can't touch this, man. Do I need to make an MC Hammer uh, video, music video here? You can't touch this, man. You can't touch this. No friggin' way. No, Mr. Acharya Dev, Jaipataka, and Radhanath. You can't touch this preaching, and we'll prove it. But not to you, because you can't understand this preaching. That's why your disciples are as blind as you are. Oh, Gohar, you're so offensive. No, I'm just very truthful. You're blind. You don't understand. You don't come here. You don't understand this amazing preaching here, this amazing taste that people are getting, this amazing prema. You're still in Neophyteville. You and your blind followers and blind leader and blind followers, same Jesus teaching, right? To the Pharisees. Yeah. And this goes, you got to believe this preaching above all that other stuff out there. And I'll present it as it is without any fear of false ideas, of false, what is being against pure devotees. Because if they don't understand what we're doing here, they ain't pure devotees. Oh, yes, they are. Neophyte pure devotees. That's in our scriptures. Because they will get it. Because they have faith in Prabhupada. That's good. They have faith in the holy name, probably, maybe some. Maybe they're just in it for a job. Who knows? In this Kali Yuga, at this time, anything goes here. If you noticed, look what's in the Catholic Church. You don't think that stuff is in our religion also? Yeah. So in our scriptures, anybody that's looking towards, either with material motive or not, but they're looking towards God gradually. It may take many lifetimes for some of them, but it doesn't have to. If anybody takes this preaching heart and soul, you get it in this lifetime. Right there, Lolita? Hey, where's Balaram? I want to see that guy. Is he working on? He's probably working on your apartment, right?
Yes, Guru Maharaj.
I know he's fixing stuff already. No time to come and listen, right? Well, he'll got to work on an apartment. There he is, the big B.
I'm just having a shower and I'll be back.
Okay, great. All right.
2 minutes.
All right. We'll wait.
They fix everything here.
Yeah, good. Hey, you need somebody to do that. He'll fix your computer, all that. Engage the guy.
My flat.
Yeah. So anyway, this is what's going on here, and yeah. So yeah, and people, you got to understand if there's any chastisement or any or things that it's only really to help people. It's just under inspiration. I can't help it. This ecstasy gets me a little bit mad. I start like loose lipped. It's like people get intoxicated on booze, right? It makes you loose lipped, and all you do is make a mess of things in the world. You do stupid things and get dull headed and all this. You get intoxicated by this. I have no idea. Things just come out of my mouth. I don't even know why, and people misunderstand. They start quoting like this. The Lance quoting Bhagavad Gita verses to try to overturn this preaching here. This is so far beyond and deeper than Bhagavad Gita about, well, a pure devotee never gets angry. Well, Prabhupada got angry. Lord Chaitanya got angry on the devotees. It just overturns all that preaching. Bhagavad Gita has the preaching as it is. You need to hear it here in proper perspective. Otherwise, you will not come here. You will not enter the path of the Lord. You will be offensive. You'll be criticizing Lord Chaitanya by criticizing his devotees here. Here the real associates of the Lord are here, and sometimes they'll be angry, sometimes they'll be this, and sometimes they'll be that, sometimes it'll be purification. Whatever goes on here is a transcendental importance. Even the purification, it goes and shows people what you got to go through. Everything is beyond you want to know what's going on here, you better hang out here for a while. And I tell those people who think they have Rasic gurus and all that, you better come here and hang out. You want to see what's really going on in the pastimes, because they're here, revived. And once this is wound up, who knows? You won't see it anymore until it's presented again like it is here. This is so much like it was. And that's the only way, that's why we have the books of how it was. And you see devotees tasting it, it becomes how it is now. Yeah. Sometimes hard like a thunderbolt. That's how it was. Sometimes soft like a flower. Oh, you don't like the thunderbolt? Too bad. You're going to get it because that's how it was. And you're going to get purified. Even if it takes 5 lifetimes for you to get over your trying to fight with somebody that represents Lord Chaitanya in this world, in these pastimes. If you want to rebel for 5 lifetimes, do it. Go ahead. But we're going to go on preaching this, and people will get the pom-pom girls in first. and you guys can come later. You be like the Pharisees and go against Jesus's preaching. Well, you think this is any different? God, Krishna was behind him. He's behind Prabhupada. He's behind this preaching big time. Biggest time, if you noticed. Who has gotten this kind of mercy? I'm amazed every day to be able to understand the Lord at such depths. This is all great mercy here. And I ain't ashamed to praise it, because it is. It's powerful. It's amazing grace place. There's no exaggeration here. This is Lord Chaitanya's amazing grace place. I ain't got no doubt. I've been here long enough, doing this long enough to see it with my own eyes. And that's my testimony. It's real here, man. Real deal. And everybody else is just putting on a show that I've seen. Every friggin' one of them. There hasn't been one, I would say, is convincingly doing what Lord Chaitanya's associates did 550 years ago and communicated into this world with the love of God that Lord Chaitanya. I haven't seen one. No, talk about, they're so great. My Gurudev, he's a thunderbolt. Yeah, where's the thunderbolt of ecstatic devotion that you see in devotees like River and Lalita? Where's that thunderbolt? Oh, Radhi, back. I thought you were cooking. She's once more association. She can't. Poor husband, he's got to go hungry today.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. No, she just put it on the burner. It's all working there. Right? It's all in progress.
He knows where the
Yeah.
food is. He can find it for himself,
He can find it for himself. Yeah,
Yeah.
put some pizza in the microwave. He'll be happy.
Yeah. I'd rather listen to you than cooking for my husband. Oh,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
sorry. He's
I'm throwing.
listening. Sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm throwing some blows today. Felt
Mhm.
like throwing some blows, trading blows. Oh, we got another one backstage. All right, there she is.
Ah, good
My Gori.
run.
Welcome.
I've been sending her messages. I don't know if she likes it, but I've been sending her messages.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
She likes messages. She told me, I'm going to keep doing what I do. That's what I like. Person, I ain't going away. I'm going to keep doing what I like, even if the devotees don't like it. Too bad. That's a good attitude. Got to be
Too bad,
yourself.
but
Right?
I like it. I like her.
Shanaguri has to be herself. Everybody's got to be themselves. Even if the people say, "Oh, what are you doing?" I don't know. Too bad, man. This is what I like to do. It's part of
But
being
sometimes
yourself.
it's not easy to be yourself.
Oh yeah, he's testing here. He
Yeah.
wants to see. Yeah.
Sometimes.
See if you don't go away because their devotees they're not perfect. They don't treat me the way I want to be. Oh, well, you just gotta just kind of just be yourself here. Anyway.
No. It's not about devotees, but it's about colleagues at work. If you talk about Hare Krishna, then they laugh at you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Hey, man, I went on Sankirtan. You got some people, they not responding, giving you one, but some people like it.
mm,
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What are we going to do? Let's chant a little bit. Okay. Hey, man, what do we got back here? I'm going to probably switch. Oops. I'm probably going to switch again to the internet. So just stay on. It may go on and off because I'm using the thing that costs me money, and I don't have that many gigabytes. Let's see if it's working now. Okay.
Karuna.
Okay, we got good in. Okay, I'm going to switch it here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Okay, we're back. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Oh, wrong thing here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, 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 Hare Rama. Okay, there we go. All right, chant. Hare Krishna, Hare. What is this? Hare Krishna. Oh, I see. It's this. Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Oh. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama.
Come on, come on.
I'm here. I'm just adjusting things. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Oh, you know what?
Thanks for using.
Keep your microphones on, and you can chant together here. We'll all chant together. There we go. I like that. And there'll be any feedback from Karuna. You got to mute your microphone, Karuna. There's feedback from you.
Why is my microphone?
You know why? Because
Why?
you got to wear headphones, or you got to use the computer, and that's just how it is, man. It doesn't work like this. So mute your thing. Okay, go ahead, everybody. You can chant. Put your microphones off. If there's a problem with feedback, I'll let you know.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Can you hear me?
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna.
I hear you.
Can you hear me? Radhe?
Yeah,
No?
yeah.
No. Hare Krishna. Anyone hear me? Hare Krishna. Oh, thank you. So I couldn't believe they can answer me and everybody else can't answer me, and she's the one who's next. Sorry, Raj. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Ram Hare Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Ram Ram.
Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna. Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Shila Gora Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram. Ram Ram. Hare Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Ram Ram. Ram Ram. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Ram Ram. Hare Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Ram Ram. Ram Hare Chant Yoshi. Hare Krishna. Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
What an amazing meeting this morning. Wow.
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare. What beautiful, beautiful reading this morning. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Oh, have a more. Come on, cup of tea. Oh, sorry.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare
Brilliant.
Rama, 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna. Krishna
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare
Where is Balaram?
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
I think Balaram's tickling her.
No,
He's
he's
drowned in
sitting
the
on the
shower.
other side of the table.
That's the secret. Get Balaram to tickle you. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Can you-
Krishna.
Karuna, can you hear the bass drum?
Can't hear you.
Krishna Krishna.
Oh, you did bass drum. Yes, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yes,
Hare Rama.
yes, stop that. Chant.
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Krishna. Hare Krishna. Oh no. Krishna.
In my
Just
drum.
chant.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, 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 Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare. Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Slow it down. Your tempo is too fast for me.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
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 Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Rama 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 Hare.
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare
Yeah, you got to take
Krishna.
your microphone off there, Karuna. It's scratching, making horrible noise.
Me too.
No, Karuna. It's his microphone's making lousy noise.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. It's just just take it off there, Karuna. It's not working right.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Hare Balaram, your sound is here. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Rama
Rama, Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Rama
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare Rama Hare
Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Come on.
Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hari
Rama
Hari Rama
Hare Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Rama Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama Hari Hari
Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Hari Hari
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama Hari Hari Krishna Hari Hari Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Rama Rama
Rama
Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Krishna Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama 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 Rama
Rama
Hari Hari
Rama
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna, Hare
Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hari Rama Rama
Rama
Rama
Rama
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama
Hari Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hari
Krishna
Hari
Hare Hare
Hari
Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama
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 Hari Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hari Hari Rama Rama
Rama
Hari
Rama
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hari Hari
Krishna
Hari Rama
Hare
Hari
Hare Rama
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 Rama Hari Hari Hari
Rama
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hari
Krishna
Hari Hari
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna.
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hari
Krishna
Hari Hari
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hari
Rama
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 Rama Rama
Rama
Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Rama Hari
Hare
Rama
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 Rama Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hari Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Rama Hari
Rama
Rama Rama
Rama
Rama Hari
Rama
Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
Rama
Rama Rama
Rama
Hari Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Hari Hari
Hare
Rama Hari
Hare Rama
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 Rama Rama Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama
Hari Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Hari Hari
Hare Hare Rama
Hari Rama Hari
Rama
Rama
Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
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 Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama
Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama Rama
Rama
Hari
Rama
Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari Rama Hari Rama Rama Rama
Rama
Hari
Rama
Hari Hari Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hari
Krishna
Hari
Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama
Hey,
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare Hare Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama
Rama,
Rama Hare Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare, Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama, Rama,
Rama Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama,
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna
Hey,
Hare
please get with the program here. We're chanting. What are you guys doing there? There's a couple of you that are,
Rama
chant
Rama
with the
Hare
devotees, man.
Krishna Hare
Don't be
Krishna
wandering around. Otherwise,
Krishna
why are you here? I'll take you off, both of you. I'm sorry. To be straight. Here, devoting. What kind of example are you setting here? Wandering minds and all that? I'm sorry, I don't like it. I want serious devotees here. Serious,
Rama Rama
really serious. Right, Lalita? Don't laugh at me. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. So chant, come here, put up your bead bag and put your finger in the bead bag and chant. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Spare the rod, spoil the child, right? They don't spare any rods. Smack you every opportunity. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. There we go. Serious. Where's your bead bag? Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Rama,
Hare
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 Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare.
Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Rama,
Hare Rama Hare
Rama,
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
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 Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare
Rama
Hare, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hari Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare Rama 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 Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama Rama Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
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 Hari Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hari
Rama
Hare
Krishna
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 Hari Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna
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 Hari Hare
Krishna
Hare
Rama
Rama Rama Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hare Hare Rama 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 Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hare Rama Rama Hari Hare
Krishna
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 Hari
Hare
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 Rama
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 Rama Hari
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hari Hare Hare Rama 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 Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hare Hare Rama 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 Hari Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hare Rama Rama Hari Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hare Hare Rama Rama Hari Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Hare Rama Rama Hari Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hare Hare Rama Rama Krishna Krishna Hari Hare Hare Rama 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 Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hare Rama Rama Hari Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hare Hare Rama 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 Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hare Hare Rama Rama Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hare Hare Rama Rama Hari Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hare Hare Rama Rama Hari Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hare Hare Rama 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 Hari Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hare Hare Rama 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 Hari Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hare Rama Rama Hari Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hare Hare Rama Rama Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hare Rama 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 Hari Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hare Hare Rama 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 Hari Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hare Hare Rama 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 Hari Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hare Hare Rama Rama Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama
Hare Rama Hare Rama
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 Hari Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama
Hare Hare Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Hare Rama
Hare Hare
Ram
Rama
Rama
Hare Rama
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama Hare Rama
Rama
Rama Rama
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Rama
Rama
Hare Rama
Hare Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare Rama
Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare Hare
Rama
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram Hare
Rama
Ram
Rama
Ram
Rama
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama
Ram Hare Ram
Rama
Hare
Rama
Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare Ram
Rama
Hare
Rama
Ram
Hare Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama, Hare
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Okay, we're going to read a bit. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Want to read the river a little bit?
Yeah, Maharaj, I'm just going upstairs.
Krishna. Okay. All right. In the meantime, I'll read a little bit until it's upstairs. So, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jai Shri Prabhupada. Okay, this is, we'll continue on. We're reading 11th Canto, Chapter 2. Maharaj Nimi meets the 9 Yogendras. This is a very exciting story. Yeah, I like this story. It's fantastic. Oops. Sri Shukadeva Goswami said, eager to engage in worship of Lord Krishna, best of the Kurus, Narada Muni stayed for some time in Dwarka, which is always protected by the arms of the Lord. See? Is the key word here. Eager to worship Lord Krishna. See? This is the life, and it's that eagerness to worship the Lord. It's what we want. That's the prize. That's the treasure. Eagerness to worship the Lord. Isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. So, my dear king, in the material world, the conditioned souls are confronted by death at every step of life. Therefore, the conditioned souls would not render service to the lotus feet of Mukunda, who is worshipable even for the great liberated souls. You notice now is a time starting to see people are very uncertain of their future now. Before, people were certain, but that was all illusion. But when things start to get riled up, the modes of nature start to friction. All of a sudden, you're not so certain anymore about what's going on here. Okay? So this is the problem. The living entities don't know this. This is a great time for preaching. Even on Sankirtan, I notice I want to speak more now. Before it was just chanting. Now I want to share more with people. Hey man, let's get on board with this. Get on board with this. This this is hope. This is not hopium. This is real hope. You will actually get the shelter of the Lord, especially now. The Lord's making it very easy. Come into the association of real devotees now. This is why you see even preaching to the Vaides now. I'm talking, hey man, ISKCON, let's get with the program, man. This is real. This is where it's all going, man. We're demonstrating this. Very important now. It's the option. The only option is this eagerness to worship Krishna. And that's had here. You can see devotees are very eager. What you see in the verses you see here. Where are you going to find that? The verse is very eager, like Narada Muni's eager. You see devotees here are eager, many devotees. They're eager to come to hear talks about Krishna. They see this is real life. They feel this is the real life. Eager, chanting the holy name is getting so tasteful to the many devotees here. Okay? So this is why Bhagavatam is so important for the world too. People need to know this, and they don't understand why is Lalita chanting like this. People, why is she chanting? Even the Vaidhi Bhaktas, they need to hear Srimad Bhagavatam properly from a proper source to understand why Lalita and River are chanting like they do with such happiness and such ecstasy. They don't know. It doesn't make sense to them. Nobody's this happy in this world. Well, devotees. You're seeing the happiness Narada Muni has. It's explained in there. What's the difference? He's laughing and crying and choking up when he chants the holy name. And you see that same demonstration here. What's the problem, man? Can't you see this is authorized? This is bona fide. Where else do you see with these greatest of all souls like Narada Muni, his characteristics are also manifesting in this Sangha? Where do you see that? The characteristics of these devotees in Chaitanya Leela even are manifesting here. What is that saying? Hint, 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 hint. The way it is in the world, you have to hint very loudly. Loud shouts, right? There got to be some loud shouts going on. When Krishna he kidnapped Rukmini, it was such an easy job for him. Just like here, it's such an easy job for the devotees to capture Krishna. Yeah, and he had to literally to awake just like to get some action, man. I'm looking for some action, man. I want to file some of these spears, make them sharp, so I can poke a few people here. He had to, hey, man, I'm kidnapping Rukmini. Wake up. I'm sleepy. Hey, man. And they find, so what do you think I'm doing here? Hey, you guys over there in ISKCON and Gaudiya Math, Gaudiya Me, wake up, man. Hey, pay us some mind over here. We want some action, man. We got the real deal. We got the real Krishna and Radha going on here, man, every day. Hey, over there. Radhanath, I ain't afraid to chant your name. Radhanath, Jai Pataka, and all you guys. The club over there, the club nobody else can get into. We got a club over here, and we're clubbing away. We're clubbing, man, aren't we? We're doing clubbing. Clubbing, man. Going to this club, that club, going to ISKCON club, going to the Gaudiya Smiti club, it's time now, man. Time to wake up. Wake up, man. We got a message over here. Listen. I'm just doing this for Shama Sundari. She's a connoisseur. She likes good lectures. Bold. You may not agree with this preaching, Radhanath, but you've never heard anything like it. Or any of you guys in those clubs over there that nobody else can get into but the good old boys. I heard about your clubs. If you're Jewish, you can get in or something, something like that. Well, we're clubbing too, man. We got a club over here. You're not aware, but hey, man, we're going to make you aware. Action, reaction, destruction. Yeah. Hey, where did River go? Oh, she'll be back. Yeah, I'll read a little bit more. It's fun to get into Bhagavatam a little bit, yeah. Yeah. My dear King, in the material world, the conditioned souls are confronted by death at every step of life. Therefore, who among the conditioned souls would not render service to the lotus feet of Mukunda, who is worshipable even for the greatest of liberated souls, And look at this, man. Many of the devotees here are worshiping the Lord like the greatest of liberated souls here. You can actually see these symptoms because they're worshiping in ecstasy and we are worshiping in ecstasy. Many of us, huh? Right, Radha? We're worshiping some ecstatic. Oh, ooh. Yeah, we're on a ride, man. This is the carnival's here.
A roller coaster.
Roller coasters, man. We're for the ride.
Up to the sky.
Yeah. Yeah. Radhe, I had a guru. We did everything for him. Now he is ignoring me. What does this mean? I am free from guru now? Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah. Because of your developing faith in our preaching here, he doesn't need to test you. Krishna's not testing anymore. He's satisfied. Okay? But he will have attention later. Later, you'll come for him. You're coming for him, man. You got to you're following the real Bhagavatam now. You're like the wife of the gurus. See, you're like the wife of the Brahmins who are the gurus. See, so that guru is like your husband. It's like the way it's supposed to be. And so in the Bhagavatam, the wives, they were attracted to the cowherd boys who brought them Krishna very fast. And the husbands or the gurus were, oh, we ain't going over there. No. So the wives went, got love of God, and then came back for the husbands. So you come back for the gurus, all of you. Shama Sundari also.
I follow you more than 1 year now. So I give you some time.
Anniversary. It's our anniversary.
Yeah. So I give you some time. And if I have to follow my heart for a new guru, I would ask you.
Yeah. Follow your heart. That's very trustworthy.
I follow your heart. I trust you. And you are very inspirational every day. You may not see me online, but I follow you always.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm very fortunate.
So I ask you to be my guru.
Okay, I accept. Anybody who will follow along with what we're doing should be accepted. What do you think, Lalita? Is that okay? Should we accept her? Yes. You got to follow.
I think you accepted her years ago already, Guru Maharaj.
Yeah.
She keeps on asking it.
Yeah. That's true. His voice fills my heart. He brings me love for Krishna every day. When on my post round, I chant and I think about Gora Hari and listening to him. It's crazy, but I'm in the background.
Wow, that's great. That's awesome. Well, Krishna's giving some mercy here.
Backfits in the background.
Yeah.
And now I'm on 2 weeks sick vacation at work. So.
All right, man. You got time to listen. That's great.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
That's great. Thank you. Thank you for everything, Guru Maharaj. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. You ready to read there, River? Okay, go for it. Chapter 2 of the 12th canto, 11th canto, and the second verse. Actually, you know what? I'm going to read a little bit more. I feel like I'm reading. So I'm going to go with that. Okay. So I'm just going to read a little bit more. Then you can take over. Okay. Who is worshipable even? Okay. One day, the sage among the demigods, Narada, came to the house of Vasudeva. After worshiping Narada with suitable paraphernalia, seating him comfortably and respectfully bowing down to him, Vasudeva spoke as follows. Sri Vasudeva said, "My lord, your visit, like that of a father to his children, is for the benefit of all living beings. You especially help the most wretched among them, as well as those advanced on the path towards the Lord Uttamasloka." Okay, see, so that's how the Lord works. He helps the most wretched among and the most wretched are well, actually, this is a great mystery. Actually, people don't understand what is the most wretched. The most wretched are those who go against the message of this freedom. Okay? When the Lord's deliverers are here and start delivering, and you become wretched in a second just by going against them. See? You become wretched, instant wretchedness. But a person that is the most either advanced can be two types. So the most advanced are the ones who are actually spiritually advanced, and they can understand Krishna. It's like they're one of those four types, and they come very easily to the devotees. See, Lita and Balaram, love it. Yeah. Okay.
Ja, ik zeg.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, yeah. And also those who just because they feel themselves wretched and admit, oh, this is here for, you have no shelter. Even your family doesn't understand you. They go against you. They give you troubles. Maybe you go to religion to try to find God, and you got the ministers. They're cold-hearted, mean, often. So you're looking for shelter. So the Lord's there. He says, oh, okay, this person is ready. See? And then he sends you the real devotees to associate with. I was an orphan also. I wandered my whole life. I was looking to fit in somewhere. I never fit in, even in the school. I remember when I went to school, I couldn't fit into any of the clubs. Nobody. None of them. I was looking for the tribe and the club. And then in society, the same thing. I didn't feel like I fit in anywhere. And then I got, the Bible, and I thought, oh, wow, man, I just feel like, oh, wow, I feel related to this guy. See, why? This is because, devotees are like this from past lives. They don't fit into the world. Okay? But then when they find out where they fit in with the real devotees. Those who have transcended this world. So because they're not interested in this world, and some people come into this life, they're naturally not into it. They've been around, it's just not interesting. See? So the Lord comes and gives them mercy, like this kind of, see, we've got a family here, right? Isn't it nice? You literally fit in here. See, you can make the team, and that's because the Lord is trying, he wants to help. We're ready. We've had it. Most of us here have had it in this world. You can definitely see there's no real shelter here. It doesn't last. Look at everything's being uprooted, man. You can't even travel anymore. They're forcing, complying, everything. This is how the Lord is working. He's rounding up everything. Yeah. Okay. So the activities of the demigods lead both to misery and happiness for the living beings. But the activities of great saints like you, who have accepted the infallible Lord as their soul, result in the happiness of all beings. See? This the essence, man. All beings. Not everybody takes advantage of it right away because they don't know this is the happiness of all beings. This is the universal happiness, universal family. This is the eternal family. Everybody else is loafing in this world. Jesus saw it. Lord, they're just loafing around doing nothing. You know, building skyscrapers. For what? It's going to go back into the friggin' earth. You know, building, go out for walks and they're building, bang, bang, bang. You know, building this, all this hard work, you know. This is a thing right from the garden, man, when they got kicked out of the garden. You know, Adam and Eve, this is a story that illustrates our position. Kicked out of this garden of bliss, man, accepting the infallible Lord. He's infallible. Everything that, you know, by taking shelter of the infallible Lord, our activities become infallible in that way. You know, they work out. They flow because the Lord flows, man. He's you know, everything. Benedictions are become benedict. We point people to this same teaching. It's the universal teaching of the soul to the supreme soul, built for that. Demons, demigods. But the teachings of the demons result in more increasing distress. That's the draconian thing happening. The demigods, you get a mixture of happiness and distress.
Oh, yeah.
Still, you think, oh, it's a little happiness here, but there's distress there. And it's all material happiness and distress, back and forth, material dualities. Look at this. Take a dip in bliss every day, and then more bliss, and this increases. This more happiness. After a while, look at Radhe. She smiles a lot nowadays. She likes to hear Harikatha. She'll go on forever hearing this and being happy more and more and more and more. This is the real deal, man. And where you watch how we prove it here. You watch how the greatest of all boons is right here in this sangha.
You are the real deal.
Well, I'm just reflecting. Good reflector, that's all.
Yeah.
And getting better all the time because that's the way it's supposed to be. The more we just keep rubbing the genie's lamp, man. Just keep Hare Krishna association, keep every day getting more benedictory for the world, more clear. Everybody else gets more clear at the same time. After a way, you're going to see.
I do not deserve it.
Yeah, you're
I
going to
do
see
not
these
deserve it,
words.
but
What?
I do not deserve it. But listening to you, it's yeah.
What a great testimony, River. Mark it down. She's testifying now.
Yeah, I'm testifying here now. Yeah, I'm so grateful for you.
Yeah. Hey, actually, the testimony's on here. It's recorded.
Really?
Yeah, it's being recorded. Oh, don't what do you mean? Ooh, no. Hey, yeah, more of this. You guys are gonna get you out of this. No, boo. No, hoo. No, hold it back. No mask up here. No masking here.
No.
Take the mask off. No, mask off, man.
You will be surprised if I put my mask off.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah. So, and the great saints like you who have accepted the infallible Lord as their very soul result in the happiness of all beings. And Lord Chaitanya is so merciful. You get the real line. He makes you like a great saint so quickly. You know, this has happened in the Jesus time, was very clearly when they got the Holy Spirit. Here you also get Bhakti Lata Bij, Holy Spirit, same thing. Just another level of understanding, actually, and actually even a deeper level. That's what we're here for. That's what Lord Chaitanya was here for. We're here on his page now. You turn the page now to Lord Chaitanya's Leela and understand what Jesus was really about. More clear. They called each other saints. Oh, you guys become a saint. You got the Holy Spirit. The saint of all saints lives in you. God, Krishna, Jesus Christ. Okay? You become a saint. The same thing happens here. Yeah, look at Lolita. She's a saint already. Can you imagine?
Oh, Lalita is great.
Look at River. Man,
River, yeah, I love River.
Look at
Oh,
River. My God, man.
oh
You
man.
don't think Krishna is she's married that guy, man. She's got him. Man. She asked, I want more. I want him more. It's not enough. Never enough. Now he's satisfying her somewhat.
Yeah, she's an inspiration for me.
Yeah. Many saints are being born here. These guys are still, they think, oh, my Guru Dev is a saint. Yeah, until you look like Lolita and River, you ain't no saint. I don't care. You don't like this preaching? It's true.
Yeah.
If you don't look like these persons here that show proof that the Lord is accepting their hand.
You do
That's
it.
the ring of devotion, man, manifested on them, man. See that diamond, man?
Yeah.
Big rock right on their hearts. Yeah. Such a cute morning. Oh, yeah, it's cute today.
Yeah.
I noticed that too. It's a cute morning.
Yeah, it's the best morning I could ever wish for.
Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah. See, so accepted the fallible Lord. See, and when you become an example, you become an example of a saint. You become an example of accepting the infallible Lord. And oh boy, it's reciprocal, isn't it? Oh, this is proof. I look at you guys. The Lord has accepted you because you've accepted him. You accepted this preaching. You went through the fire, man. You show that you really want Krishna.
Yeah, I do.
I like how she identifies really well.
I do, but I never read. I never read, but I always listen to you. Is that good enough?
Oh, it is more good enough. These guys are reading all kinds of stuff over there, but they haven't accepted here. And therefore, they're not. That's not good enough, man. The Lord says, remember, we read this morning, he says, oh, you are my devotees. You know, you love me. You take great trouble to meet me every day. And I give you my transcendental body. You can sell it to anyone else you please. See? So you guys come here regularly and you develop a taste for hearing these words like we have, then you come on the same page and get the same love, same mercy, same ability, same sainthood. You know? We're here to make saints, literally. And what is this? They're all wannabes. They're wannabe gurus and wannabe followers. You don't have any symptoms of being saints. We got symptoms here. Symptoms of you chant the holy name like Narada Muni and laugh and cry and all that, and then we'll consider your sainthood.
Yeah.
This is the test, like the Catholic priests. Can their bones heal people? Well, no. Here the test is, hey man, are you laughing and crying and choking up when you chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra? Otherwise, you ain't no saint here.
I chant on my post round.
There you go. Yeah.
And people look at me like, what is she doing?
Yeah. It doesn't matter. Just go on.
Thank you.
Those who worship the demigods receive reciprocation from the demigods in a way corresponding to their offering. The demigods are attendants of karma, like the person's shadow, but sadhus are actually merciful to the fallen. See, the demigods, reciprocation from the demigods in a way corresponding to the offering. So the offering that people, they don't understand. They think, well, if I give, then I'll receive something. And it'll be material, usually something material. Just like, here's how you look at it practically. You go to Tony Robbins as an example. What do you go for? Well, hey, man, I'm going to be famous. Because if I get with him, man, he's famous. He has a lot of money. I'll be famous, get a lot of money. Corresponding to the offering and your intention. See, so that's he's kind of demigod-like. He's charismatic, right? Like, powerful. This is how the demigods show up in the world. They give these boons to people. They make them powerful in the world, but it's material. Yeah, all the way up to the Brahman. You'd be a nice big Brahman. You regulative and austere and all that stuff. This is and people. Oh wow, this is awesome. You must be a pure devotee and everything. See, corresponding to the offering. Yeah, I want to be like that. I want to be austere and everything. See, but the real saints, the real ones who know the infallible transcendental Lord, are different. See, there's a reciprocation, but it's a different kind. The devotees, the pure art devotees, only want love. They only want this to love God. They only want to taste the Lord's association. Go ahead, Rod. What?
Yeah, I have a question. Why do you want something material in return? If you love God, yeah, my English is not so good. but why do you want affirmation from colleagues at work or something? They don't understand this Krishna knowledge. Yeah, sorry. I love Krishna and I love you. So why are we dependent on the comments of my co-workers?
Well, they see, they don't not everybody's different, but that's what you want. That's why you're here.
Yeah.
Other persons may have some other desire that's separate from the interest of the Lord. See, the interest of the Lord is he just wants to engage in loving relations with his devotees. That's all he wants. That's all he's interested in. See, you want that, so you're on the same page. Other people, they engage in their own goals and their own desires that's separate from the interest of the Lord. Oh yeah, I want this, I want. So anyway, our work, maybe we're not perfect in this either because we've been around long, but we're working on this. And the more we taste this reciprocation, this is called spontaneous love of God. It's there's no other reason other than to taste these mellows. See?
I have spontaneous love. I never read, but I have spontaneous love. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay with me. It's okay with Krishna.
Okay.
I'm sure it's okay with Lalita and River too.
Yeah, and Balaram also?
Yeah, well, I don't know. What do you think there, Lalita? Is it okay with Balaram? Oh, it's okay with him too. Good.
Yeah.
All right.
I love Balaram. I want to come to Ostende next week to visit Balaram, if that's okay for Lalita.
Yeah. We'll take him out of solitary confinement here.
Si Karuna.
Okay, moving on here a bit.
Yeah. I listen.
Okay. Yeah. So, O Brahmana. Okay, read on. You start where I left off, River.
Maharaj, what chapter are you reading in Canto 2?
2. It's Canto 11. Canto 11, chapter 2.
Okay.
And verse number
29.
No, verse number 7.
Lalita is saying something.
Yeah. Okay. No, she isn't. No. Okay, let River read now. Let's listen.
I offer my respectful obeisances to my awesome spiritual master, Srila Bhaktivedanta Gaura Haridas, who's my Diksha. My Diksha and Shikshaguru, who woken the Lord in my heart who's allowed me to see the illusion from truth at every moment for the benefit of myself and others. All glories to you, Paramahamsa, Saint Maharaj Abadut. All glories to you, Acharya of this age, the live wire of the Parampara. All glories to you, my spiritual master. I offer my respectful obeisances to His Divine Grace, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhu, who started the movement of Krishna consciousness all over the world, who has been preparing the devotees, who ordered Srila Bhaktivedanta Gaura Das to teach the second path in his books, Raganuga Bhakti, because this is the right time, place, and circumstance. All glories to you, Prabhupada. I offer my respectful obeisances to all the previous acharyas. All glories to you for keeping the line of the parampara going and promoting the teachings of Lord Chaitanya. All glories to you. I offer my respectful obeisances to the 6 Goswamis. Who are like honeybees at the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya. All glories to you, Jiva Goswami. All glories to you, Sanatan Goswami.
Come on, read.
Hey, mute your mic.
Oh. All glories to you, Rupa Goswami. All glories to you, Gopala Goswami. All glories to you, Raghunath Bhattacharya Goswami. All glories to you, Raghunath Das Goswami. I offer my respectful obeisances to my life and soul. Sri Chaitanya. All glories to you, Sri Chaitanya. I offer my respectful obeisances to Nityananda Prabhu, whose life and soul is Sri Chaitanya. All glories to you, Abadu. All glories to you, Abadu. I offer my respectful obeisances to Advaita Acharya Prabhu. All glories to you for calling and calling the Lord, who was sleeping in the milk ocean and could not hear our cries. All glories to you, Advaita, for calling the Lord to ascend on this earth to save our souls. I offer my respectful obeisances to Gadaya Pandit. Oh, glory. I offer my respectful obeisances to Srivas Pandit. All glories to you, my friend. All glories to all the Lord's intimate devotees. Gora Bhaktavrin. I offer my respectful obeisances to the personification of pure devotion, to the topmost devotee, Shrimati Radharani. All glories to you. All glories to your lotus feet. All glories to your lotus feet, my friend. I offer my respectful obeisances to Sri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. All glories to you, my Lord of Lords. Oh, glory to your lotus feet, my Lord. I offer my respectful obeisances to all the intimate devotees and devotees in the Sangha Shila Bhakti Vedanta Gora Haritas. All glories to you, my God, brothers and sisters, my relatives and friends. All glories to you. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Oh, glories to all exalted personalities. Please be here with me and help me with this reading, because there is nothing I do by myself. All glories to you, my Lord. Okay. Text 7. O Brahmana, although I am satisfied simply by seeing you, I still wish to inquire about those duties which give pleasure to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Any mortal who faithfully hears about them is freed from all kinds of fear.
Yeah. So this is such a very significant verse to see in perspective. So first level is the Vaidhi, see, because people don't understand this intimacy, how this giving pleasure. So he says, please hear about these activities that give pleasure to the Supreme Person of Godhead. Bhaktisiddhanta and Prabhupada mainly spoke, and people would hear, oh yes, follow the rules, regulate. This gives pleasure to the Supreme Person of Godhead. Varnashram Dharma, gives a great pleasure to the Lord. But it's not really the greatest pleasure. If you do it, you'll feel pleasure because you're starting to understand the pleasure of the Lord. It starts out like baby steps, trying to walk, like just waddle around like this. But the Lord came as Lord Chaitanya to show what is the greatest pleasure of the Lord. Hear about that. See, and that's you're hearing about the greatest pleasure of the Lord, this greatest intimacy between the Lord and his devotees. Hear about that. Because that's the door to that reality. And not being, well, the reality of Vaidhi Bhakti and rules, regulations, ceremonies, all external worship was because that's what I heard from Moses and the prophets, and then Bhakti Siddhanta and Bhakti Vinod and Prabhupada. See, I've heard that. See, so but now you're hearing something different. You're hearing like it started with Jesus. Jesus started to preach a new doctrine, a new testament. And well, actually, the Lord is more merciful than what was taught before. This is really the deeper nature of the Lord. He's full of mercy, and He wants intimacy. Here, take the Holy Spirit. See, this way you can begin to know God. See, without that Holy Spirit, you can't know God as God is. It's that spirit of devotion, that they call Bhakti Lata Bij, this inclination to glorify the transcendental Lord spontaneously for no other reason but to love Him and to associate intimately with Him because He's your dear friend. What do you go and meet a dear friend for? If they're really a dear friend of yours in the world, even. You go there because it feels good to be with my friend. Well, translate that on being the friend of Krishna, a very intimate friend of God, and the boon is better because this is material. Your friend is going to leave you in this world at some point. They may just, how many friends have just changed their mind about you? And all of a sudden they're not your friend anymore. But is the Lord going to change his mind about you? Well, as long as you don't change your mind about him. See? So sometimes that happens here, and person's not very clear yet about friendship, and they change their mind about this type of worship that they're hearing about here, and they think, no, no, let me go and listen to the rules and regulations of Prabhupada, like he did, taught. He's the real Acharya. Go Hari. I stopped listening to him. So you change your mind about. Yeah, did I change? I haven't changed my mind about this. That's why I'm here. I stay here. You haven't changed either your mind back. You could. You can go back and say, well, let me go and read the Vaidhi Bhakti level. Let me go and preach Vaidhi Bhakti principles. Fastings and all the ceremonies and all that. See, change your mind. Well, the Lord's not really changing his mind. You can continue to hear, but that's contamination now. Here, people are learning the deepest level of how to satisfy the Supreme Lord. Yeah, let me read that again. That sentence there, River.
I still wish to inquire about those duties which give pleasure to the Supreme Personality of God. An immortal who
So
faith.
those duties. Okay, so those duties now. This is the New Testament for Vaishnavism. You don't move on unless you hear this New Testament, and that's a fact, man. Proven. Moving on means you have the symptoms of ecstatic devotion. That's where Vaishnavism is going. And there's no other place it's going. And it's gone there now, here in this Sangha, this first fruits. See? So hear about the activities that give pleasure to the Lord. And you hear every day you're hearing about the activities that give pleasure to the Lord. See? We give the activities are the intimate association with God and those conceptions as they are, and the glorification and the conceptions of Chaitanya Charitamrita and Krishna Lila. This gives the Lord the highest pleasure, and it gives the devotees who are on that page in that relationship the highest pleasure, and that's what we're teaching here under Prabhupada's approval. And Krishna's also. Yeah. Anybody who goes and listens to you, Gauri. Told my second disciple, anyone who goes and listens to you, Gauri, and really believes in you, they will get my darshan. They will know me as I know me. They will love me. I will love them back, and they will be happy forever. And you don't believe this? Well, you get what you get. You're making the Lord happy a little bit doing the rules and regulations, but we got the New Testament Vaishnavism. This is if you're progressive, you better be here, or you want to be progressive, you better be here, because this ain't happening anywhere. Not this kind of progression. If it is, prove it. Let us see. Let us see your Lalitas and your rivers. Glorification. Let us see some of your gurus give glorification in about the parampara like she does. And she's just a little lady hooked to a machine, very small, very short.
She's little
But she's
in
got
body, but
muscles,
great in
man.
mind.
Yeah, great muscles, great transcendental physique.
Yeah.
Spiritually, but that's important here. Go ahead.
An immortal who faithfully hears about them is freed from all kinds of fear. Maharaj, there's a purport here. Would you like me to read that?
No. That's that person that I don't believe in his purports yet.
Okay.
That's yeah. So just read that last sentence again.
An immortal who faithfully hears about them is freed from all kinds of fear.
And that's proof here. You faithfully hear this, you get free from all fear. Even in worship in Vaidhi, there's some fear. Look at how many people coming here that we're doing that. There's fear. noodles and pani. We're always instill fear. I'm afraid. Here, you're hearing the highest happiness of God and how to make the Lord happy. You become free of all fear because you start to feel real love. See, you develop faith in this preaching, you'll feel real love, real devotion, pure devotion. How can any fear exist in that? That means you'll have the highest knowledge, highest understanding, and the highest and closest protection of God that you can get. How can any fear of Maya? Maya is afraid of this. Maya is afraid to come here. Maya is afraid to touch the devotees. She knows better. She's very clear. You know, that devil, we know the devil here. Many of us, or some of us, and everybody will get more and more clear. The devil, Maya, Shiva, whoever you want to call that manifestation, illusion, is afraid to touch where the truth is preached so confidently, so clearly. Yeah, why wouldn't you? That's, you know, devotees are afraid to commit offenses to real devotees. And for what we're bringing in, Maya is very respectful. That's why you don't see her touching us very much, do you?
Mm-hmm.
If you're really with this program here, in the real line and progressive, and your heart is naturally surrendering to what's being taught and spoken here, oh, how can anybody ever
Yeah, yeah, it's true.
yeah, see,
That's true.
yeah, yeah. See, she's smiling. That's because it's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
And that's how the Lord works, man. You want to be feared. That's why the preaching's good now. The message is out. Hey, you go call them. Hey, anybody ready to be free of fear? Hey, you're going to see some come here. We'll show you what fearless devotional service is. We'll show you what intelligent devotional service is. We'll show you what logical devotional service is. We'll show you how reasonable God is, giving unreasonable mercy. This is not reasonable. We don't deserve this mercy, but it's given here. Do you
Yeah,
think any of us deserve the ecstatic love of God on the level of Narada Muni and the greatest of all saints? We don't, but it's here. It's manifesting. Anybody who believes this message, you will get it also. You see, Radha is an example of increasing dedication and happiness as she's progressing right along.
yeah. You know,
See? You
ISKCON
see it
is
in
based
face.
on fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
If you do not this, you go to the hellish planet. Instead of promoting love for God, they go for fear,
yeah,
anxiety. And
yeah.
you showed me so much more than ISKCON. My love is growing.
Wow. You found the right place to be planted and to
That,
plant.
that's it. Just sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's true. This is that's proof. You come here. This is a challenge to ISKCON, Gaudiya Meeting, and Gaudiya Math. I'll challenge. I throw the gauntlet down.
Mm,
I throw it down for your benefit, for
yeah,
Krishna's benefit, for his happiness, your happiness. I throw it down. I say, come here, spend some time, spend 3 weeks, spend 4 weeks, and see if you don't come and stay forever like the ones that are serious and getting serious dividends on their
yeah,
investment of their time here. The
yeah,
dividend is love of God, the highest thing. Prema bhakti, man, pearl of great price, jewel of jewels, kings of kings.
yeah.
You know, we
Yeah,
get
their
that
PR is
here.
just so wrong in ISKCON. Their PR is so wrong. No?
Well, they're just not clear. You come here, you see from your own experience if you don't get clear. Do you want love of God out there? Or
Yeah,
anybody out there serious? Do you want to test this out? See if we're assured for no reason or if we're bluffing you. You can come
yeah,
here and you'll find out everything. Is it worth your time? If it is, if you're really greedy for spiritual love and you're really greedy for association with that God you're worshiping, you will do it. Otherwise,
yeah,
not. Otherwise,
We
you
live in
just
modern times. Social media. You cannot attract people with fear.
well, no,
See?
they attract people with fear. No, they attract
Yeah,
them. They
yeah,
attract them with fear,
yeah.
and
With
that's the
rules,
problem.
regulations. If you do
Yeah.
not this, you burn in hell. And that's not
Well, that's
attracting
attract.
people. You
Well,
are
it
attracting
attracts.
people with
Yeah.
spontaneous love.
Mhm. Well, some people are still attracted to that path. Not only that, they're
Yeah,
attracted to worshiping the persons promoting fear. And that's politicians, that's doctors, and that's all those materialists out there. They
yeah,
promote the path of fear. That's why people are doing. They're believing in the fear mongering, the fear message.
yeah,
You know, yeah.
yeah,
Here, say, hey, you believe this message will bring you out of fear into loving God, and you become naturally. The byproduct is fearlessness. When you're loving God and tasting these mellows, fearlessness is a byproduct. You don't even think about getting free of fear. Intelligence is a byproduct of loving Krishna.
yeah.
Logic, clear logic is a byproduct. They're all byproduct. You're not even thinking. Oh, and much less. Oh, look at all this glorification the guru got here. Gohari Das. Oh, Paramahamsa. Blah 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 blah. That comes along as a byproduct. These guys are working to be gurus, man. Striving to be gurus. I don't even think about it. All I do is just taste mellows, man. All I do is chant Hare Krishna. Look at
Yes.
Lalita. She's becoming a guru
Don't let
just
them
by
distract you.
tasting Krishna. She isn't thinking about it.
No.
She's happy to be part of the team. And
And
whatever,
happy to be back with Balaram.
yeah. Well, maybe we'll see in due course. Let's see how it works over there. We're
Yeah.
watching. We're
No,
watching the
don't
action.
let people distract you from your path.
We're
You're doing
watching the
fine.
action there. We're watching Balaram very
Yeah,
carefully.
Balaram, welcome. Yeah, my husband is listening upstairs. I know. I think he's hungry.
Uh-oh. Gotta feed him,
Uh-oh.
man. Yeah. So that's really the essence. Yeah, man, this is Sean, come in. Where do you hear preaching like this? This is so
Only here.
nonchalant. Nonchalant. Very cavalier, also very cavalier. Christian's very cavalier, very very bold, and it's got everything. We got all the comedic, a lot of comedy here. Thrilling. It's definitely a thrilling, thriller. You gotta see Krishna is everything. All these things. It's an adventure. All
Boldly
these
go where no one has
virtuous,
ever gone before.
fantastic qualities begin to manifest in sadhu sangha. It becomes a great show, the greatest show on earth, man. You're going to see this is the greatest show on earth. It's going to get greater, greater, greater till it catches the attention of all the religionists out there. Yeah. Go ahead there, River. Read some more.
In a previous birth on this earth, I worship the Supreme Lord Ananta, who alone can award a liberation. But because I desired to have a child, I did not worship him for liberation. Thus I was bewildered by the Lord's illusionary energy. In a previous birth on this earth, I worship the Supreme Lord Ananta, who alone can award excuse me, who alone can award liberation. But because I desired to have a child, I did not worship him. I did not worship him for liberation. Thus I was
Yeah, and
bewildered.
that could be two things. Let's see who's speaking there. Is it Vasudev speaking? Let's see.
In the previous birth on this.
Oh, Brahmana satisfied. Oh, yeah. I think Vasudev. Yeah. He worshipped him for a child. But actually, see, this is the Yoga Maya. Okay, Yoga Maya. It's actually saying, "Oh, I didn't worship him for the. I worship for a child." So that could be two things. Some people are pious and they go and worship the Lord in the temples. In India, they do it. They want a child. They want an actual physical baby. Okay, or they want money, or they want some. See, they worship the Lord for these things, and He gives usually, and then He starts. It gives you some candy, and then starts taking it away and gives you something better. That's the slower path. Okay, but that's not Vasudev. Vasudev worshiped the Lord to get him as his son. See, this is transcendental. This is higher than liberation. See, and that's why he got a son. He got Krishna as his son. That's much better than liberation, isn't it? Much better. He got Krishna as his son, man. Yeah, but Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda, they did the same kind of worship of Krishna, but they had a different goal in mind. They worshiped Krishna not to have him as a son, to have love for him, prema for him. They said, "Oh, I just want to worship you," because they wanted to love him. See, so what did they get? They got not only him as a son, they got the prema. See, Vasudev, all they did was get the Lord as their son and a little more distant relationship. I mean, they had love for him, but more distant. But they went for prema. See, and then they got everything. See, this is the thing. Worshipping Krishna to love Krishna for the prema bhakti blessing. That's the essence. That's a purport in there. I guarantee you, Acharya Dev, who wrote probably a purport in there, didn't touch on any of this. Guaranteed. This is the greatest revelation. You can't touch this. Hey, MC Hammer. Oh, I'm going to get that thing. I'm going to play it each time. You can't touch these realizations. I'm amazed myself. I never saw that in there before. It is only the Lord's blessing. That's why I live for this. I love these revelations, man. I love to live a life of revelation. I love to live a life of ecstatic mellows, tasting this bhakti, tasting these relations. It is the greatest happiness of God. And it's in my hands. Thank you very much, Lord. And I just want to pay it forward to those who also want it. They're out there, man. They're waiting for this connection. They're waiting for your witness out there. They're waiting for more of you to come online here and to witness boldly. Okay? As you get stronger and able to do that, see that you'll just do it naturally. You'll just like, yeah, man, I'm working on this. Yeah. Yeah, love brings understanding. But not just any love. I mean, the highest understanding is love of God, love of Krishna, love of Christ. And love of Krishna is the highest because he's the original personality of Godhead. All avatars, Jesus Christ, Advaita, all of them are inside that Radha and Krishna, inside Lord Chaitanya. That's why everything is included. Everything is included. It's a buffet. Everything is included. One price, prema. Nice, huh? You can't touch this. Go ahead there, River. Read some more.
Okay. My dear Lord, you are always true to your vow. Please instruct me clearly so that by your mercy I may easily free myself from material existence.
That's why Krishna is so pleased with this preaching. We're instructing clearly. I have to admit that. See, Krishna's pleased with its clear instructions. Read that again, River. You may stop.
My dear Lord, you are always true to your vow.
You're always
Please
true to your vow. See, you're always true to your vow. These are vows to the Lord. These are promises of the Lord. I just repeating what the Lord said, therefore it is done. It is declaring what the Lord said. I'm here to declare what the Lord has said in these books, and it'll be done, man. You're on the right path. You develop faith in this preaching. You will get love of God. It is the vow of the Lord. You come from his real associate here. It's proven It works. It's a prototype. You will
Oh,
get this. See? So we're here to declare the vows of the Lord as they are. All ducks are lined up in a row. You will feel increasing bliss forever. This is a declaration of the Lord. Okay? When you're in the real line is somebody who is he's sealed with this bhakti, sealed with real love of God. And you come through that door, you're going to get the prema. You don't see me preaching get the Lord for a son, do you? You get the prema, and all will you'll get him as a son or a beloved, like Lilita. She has everything. She has him in all ways. Any way she wants, he'll appear to her. Right? Isn't that true? See, I know what she's not thinking. Yeah. I love example. Thank God that you give me some final examples. And you can't say Gohart is always talking about himself. He's talking about his disciples because they're so fantastic, man. They got Mr. and Mrs. Fantastic, living inside them. Mr. and Mrs. Clean. Ding. Ding, ding, ding. Ever see that commercial, Mr. Clean? Well, they got Mr. and Mrs. keeps them clean, keeps everything they do clean. Go ahead there, River. Same to you.
Please instruct me clearly, so that by your
Hey,
mercy I may.
hey, that's why you come here. See if we're not instructing
Clear,
clearly.
clear.
More clear than anything you've ever heard in your life. Test it out. Do a taste test. Come here for a few weeks and see if we're not clear about the teachings in these books and make them more clear and more sweet and more understandable. Go ahead.
So that by your mercy I may easily free myself from material existence.
See, that's what the proof is in the pudding, man. Are you getting the mercy by coming here? And are you becoming free? That's the testimony, witness testimony. Or are you going to guru there for 20, 30 years and you can't stand up and say, my God, I'm free. I'm being set free, man. Man, my guru really set me free, man. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful. Yeah, let's start hearing some stuff from your mouths if you can, if you got the strength, if you got that reality. See, but that's what's supposed to happen, what we just read in the book, and that's happening here. I'm just making comments. Oh, yeah, I hear the verse. And say, yeah, that's our reality, man. You know, read that last sentence again.
So that by your mercy I
Yeah,
may
by
easily
your
free
mercy,
myself.
by your mercy, I shall easily free myself. That's the experience of many devotees here. The more you come, the more you'll realize that, and the more that will come out of your mouth. My God, I've been set free. The Lord has presented me with a bona fide guru, and I've been hearing from them, and I'm being set free. I experienced this. It's not a blah. Oh, my guru is so great. Yeah. Why is he so great? Well, we don't know. Ask Lolita. She asked, why is your guru so great? Well, we don't know. We won't even answer. We'll just sit here like dumb. Oh, we don't know. You don't know nothing? Well, we know something here, and we're going to tell it too for the benefit of the world so they can find the real door into the kingdom of Vrindavan, into the Garden of Eden, man. You know, hey, man, there's a lights here. There's lights here. Not hiding them under bushels. We're all over Facebook, man. Hey, tell the world, man, boldly. The light is here, man. We're living that light. We're living in that light. That light is guiding us. That light is prema bhakti. Prema bhakti is here. You don't believe us? Well, watch it. Because that's all we glorify, that path, man. That path that Mother Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj followed. They worship the Lord for prema. We're worshiping the Lord for prema. And we get everything. All relationships. You want Gopi Bhav? Well, that's here. You want Manjari Bhav? That's here. you know. But that happens spontaneously. I don't have to say, "Oh, you're a majority now," and then you're not a majority. You know, my ex-wife, her guru said, "You're a majority. You worship like this, and spend all your time during the day." And they finally, I can't do this anymore. I'm leaving. See, here, I told her, man, you just come here, all that stuff will come naturally. You know, just let your false ego and your competition with guru burn up. But you can't do it, man. No, I want to be competitive. I want to be your teacher. Well, there you go. All you do is get paddled. Yeah, we set Govinda free from milk and cows. Remember, he's sitting there cold, him and Karuna, freezing, shaking in the morning, milking the cows, every day, 30 cows a day, all day long, milking the frigging cows, and to freeze every day. Freezing winter. Yeah. Go ahead, River, read some more.
So that by your mercy I may easily free myself from material existence, which is full of many dangers.
Now that's what. Don't you want to be free of material existence, people out there, easily? Well, you want to struggle? Look at the Vites; they're struggling, being not clear, going for these things. Their gurus are standing up and doing just what the materialists do. Oh, look at us! Follow us over the cliff. What kind of guru is that? You don't see me doing that. This shows proof is everything very easily freed from material existence. That liberation is very easy. Don't even think about it, man. Devotees are liberated. I don't know. None of these, even these religionists and the iskons and all, they can't control a person that has this kind of shelter. When you're controlled by the love of God, man, love of Radha and Krishna, that's your control. That's your controlling mechanism. That's your purification. That is your inspiration. That is your spiritual power. That's your domination over the whole world and universe. Is that love of the Lord? They give you what they have. They give you their happiness, and they give you their spiritual power too, of domination over the material world. But dominating how? With real intelligence and real ecstatic devotion.
Yeah.
Isn't that a great way to dominate? That's the most attractive. That's your witness there. That's Radhe's witness. She said, "Yeah, I just love it." Yeah, it's only because I'm just hiding under the the skirts and the dhoti of Radha and Krishna. That's all comes. Everything comes from that. Influence. You want to be influential, they got to work their ass off to be Guru Devs out there. I don't work at all. I just work on this. I just rub the genie's lamp, man. Hare Krishna, man. That is it, man. I know the real path, man. I'm just here to share. Anybody believes this preaching, you'll get what I got. And what I got is very nice. Look at Lolita. She's got it too. Look at River. She's got it too. And the others are on their way. You're off to see the wizard, the wonderful.
Oh gosh, I was just thinking about that.
How did that picked up on her thought? Yeah, you'll feel it, man. You set free, and then you become a real guru for others too. Win-win, man. I'm here to make. I want acharyas here. I mean, it's happy unless we have at least 10,000 acharyas before I leave this planet. At least. That's a modest number. Go ahead, River, read some more.
Nice number. Which is full of many dangers and keeps us constantly bound in fear.
Look at all the dangers. See, that's the thing. This is stronger than Vaidhi path, okay? This you need to come onto if you want to nullify all the dangers. Look at all these dangers. That's why I say, look, this is still weak. It's not strong enough. People are falling into danger. They're believing in the world. They're believing the lie to be the truth. They believe in the mass. They believe in all these things materialists believe. It's not strong enough in this time. You want real safety. Real safety is in the preaching here. Real safety is in the shelter here. The real safety is in ecstatically worshiping the Lord. It's going that way anyway. You might as well come now. Why wait lifetimes? It's here now. Okay? Full safety, full shelter. You'll see how the Lord's Maya is working through these guys. And you won't hate them. I don't hate Bill Gates. I don't hate these gurus. I don't hate anybody. I just try here to help them with frank talks. Just to point out spinach on the teeth that nobody else would dare even say anything about. They don't show the spinach on the teeth of my guru Daves. There he is. Hey. How's it going,
Martin.
Martin? Long time no see. Are you doing good? Okay.
I don't think he can hear you, Maharaj, because Ranga's got headphones in.
Oh, okay. Anyway, nice to see you there. Okay, go ahead, River. Read some more.
Sukadev Goswami said, O King, Devasi Narada, O King, Devasi Narada was pleased by the questions of the highly intelligent Vasudev. Sukadev Goswami said, O King, Devasi Narada was pleased by the questions of the highly intelligent Vasudev.
Yeah, you know why? Because questions, maybe it's in there, maybe not, I don't know. Questions related to Krishna are of immense importance to the world. Unfortunately, people don't ask questions about Krishna. See, so actually, even elevated Vaishnavas, they ask the questions and answer them for the welfare of others. They kind of prime the pump. They need to. Bhakti Vinod was doing that a lot. He would ask questions and answer them. Ramananda Roy did also. He would ask questions and answer them. For the welfare of others. See, because people of the world, they don't ask these kind of questions. They ask questions. Oh, how's the weather today? Oh, what is going on in the world? These questions that is just part of the changing kaleidoscope of the atmosphere of the Maya. It's always changing like this. And it's all, lies and deceptions and always, false promises. I mean, this is the Maya. It's all like this. They like climate change, Oh, the climate is changing. Well, yeah, it's always been changing, my friends. Why make it a big deal? Better you never heard of climate change and just go on with your life. But now you're in anxiety because of climate change. Ridiculous things like this. Climate has always changed. And then when you go and if you want some scientific proof, the Lord will lead you to real scientists who don't have material motive for lying. The real science, it's just changed like 1 or 2 degrees between for so long. It's just it's all hyped up. Yeah, the Lord leads you in all ways and protects you in all ways. I mean, even the Bible says this. You will run and many soldiers will be, trying to cut you down and you just keep going. The soldiers of the illusion, they can't cut you down. They can't cut this down. They can't cut this preaching down now. There's so much protection in here. We've pleased the Lord. Have you noticed? We've pleased the Lord here in this worship?
Yeah. So much.
And for us, it's not enough. For the Lord is pleased, but for us, it's not. Isn't that interesting? We want more pleasure. We want to please Him more. Yeah. Go ahead there.
Because they suggested the transcendental qualities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They reminded Narada of Lord Krishna. Thus Narada replied to Vasudeva as follows.
See, like the devotees, they love answering questions like that. They remind the devotee of Krishna, which it's all about for them. What do you think Narada Muni's doing all the time? He's remembering Krishna and always going deeper in his relationship. It's always more interesting. He doesn't get hackneyed or like unboring or something. Oh, you reminded me of Krishna. Oh, let me talk about Krishna and relish mellows. This is how you overcome the mind, the material mind. You know, people getting jerked around if you identify with the mind. Same thing with anybody here. If you're still controlled by the mind, more or less, you'll see this is a disturbance. Your mind is disturbed from relishing mellows in the devotional path. Okay, so and that's how you get. You know, you increase your meditation on Krishna and questions, so they remind you of Krishna, and you're very happy. Oh, thank you. Remember, because the Lord is the only memorable one. Really, He's the spotlessly pure one. You might as well remember Him. You know, your husbands, your wives, your family members are not spotlessly pure. You think of them, all you do is become materially attached. So what is the point? Think of them just a little bit, maybe a little bit less. Unless they're devotees, you know, if they're devotees, then, you know, with devotion, then they're memorable. And if they're not that, try to help them out. You know, try to get them to that point of, because when devotees remember real ecstatic devotees, oh man, you know, now you're pleasing Krishna, because Krishna he only remembers, he only thinks about his pure devotees. So if you're remembering pure devotees who have the Lord, Radha and Krishna living inside them, now that's intelligent, man. That's the truth. That's what everybody should be remembering. But if Radha and Krishna is not in their hearts awakened yet, well, you know, remember them as not a big deal. The Lord doesn't care about his shadow. If you care about the shadow and you're meditating on the shadow, don't expect to care about your activities. No, he cares about like River and Lalita relishing his association and very ecstatic about people who like him and like her. You know, like his consort and like him. So yeah. Does that make anybody out there inviting land? Read on.
Sri Narada said, Sri Narada said, "O best of the Sattvatas," I don't know how to say that. Sattvatas. You have quite correctly. Sattvatas.
Yeah.
You have quite correctly asked about. Sorry, Maharaj. What did you say?
No, just go on. Okay. Just forget about the words. Perfect.
Okay. You have quite correctly asked about the eternal duty of the living entity towards the Supreme Lord.
See, and this is the Vaidhi Bhakti is not an eternal duty. You are not going to be eternally talking about rules, regulations, and external worship. That doesn't really please the Lord. This does. I mean, even Lord Chaitanya with his own mouth said, I have so many Vaidhi Bhaktis out there giving me awe and reverent worship, but it doesn't satisfy me. It satisfies the living entities for a while, okay? But it's transitory. This satisfies the Lord forever. See? Say that last sentence again.
You have quite correctly asked about the eternal duty of the living entity.
Yeah, this is the eternal. Yeah, this is the eternal duty, is to please God by by serving the Lord's name, pastimes, qualities, which is basically Him. You're doing that directly. This, when you get to the level, it gives you incredible, extreme pleasure doing that. Okay, that's it, man. That's your duty now. Is to make the Lord happy like that. Just come to sadhu sangha and experience great happiness. And more you'll see, oh, I'm just making the Lord happy. Boy, you made it so easy. I'm living in the Garden of Eden or Vrindavan, same thing. My God, my life is in the garden. I just remember you, and you're so pleased simply because I've become so ecstatic remembering you. And it was always about that all the time. I'm back in living in the garden. Even though I'm in the material world, I'm in the garden. And I'm here to present the garden to the world. Come on into the garden. This is how you do it. Go ahead, River.
Such devotional service to the Lord is so potent that its performance can purify the entire universe.
So there you go. That's this type of devotional service. Lord Chaitanya said, the devotional service of my intimate devotees purifies the whole universe. There it's confirmed there. It's confirmed everywhere. Jesus Christ, from his devotional service, his intimacy with God, purified the whole universe. This preaching here purifies the whole universe. This knowledge here purifies the whole universe. Why? Because it comes right out of the book, right into our hearts. Yeah, go ahead, read on.
Pure devotional service rendered to the Supreme Lord is spiritually so potent that simply by hearing about such transcendental service, by chanting its glories in response, by meditating on it, by respectfully and faithfully accepting it.
Yeah, and so you see, faithfully accepting it, is that what it says? Yeah, and that's it here. You just, all that you can accomplish here. Read it one by one again, these things.
Pure devotional service rendered to the Supreme Lord is spiritually so potent.
Pure devotional service, see? This kind, spontaneous, pure love of Krishna rendered to the Lord is so what?
Spiritually potent.
Spiritually potent. Go ahead.
By simply hearing about such transcendental service, by chanting its glories in response.
Wait, going too fast.
Sorry, Maharaj.
Simply by, what does it say, the first one?
Simply by hearing about transcendental service.
See,
the first one.
Hearing about what? Vaidhi Bhakti or transcendental service? See, what you're hearing here is, see, this is the book. This is as it is. This is the confidential message about devotional service as something else. It's preaching as it is. See? So hearing about transcendental loving service of the Lord, you hear about the glories of that. And not only that, you're seeing the glories of devotees engaged in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. You don't think that's going to be potent? Come on. What's the other next?
The next one. By chanting its glories in response.
By chanting its glories in response. See, that's what we're doing. All of this. We're chanting these in response. Sometimes devotees, they chant over and over again the same verse, like Lord Chaitanya, to relish the mellows. They extract this potency. Go ahead. What's the next?
By meditating on it.
By meditating on it. See, there you go. See, all these qualities are here. What's the next one?
By respectfully and faithfully accepting it.
There you go. Faithfully accepting it. So that's the whole, that's a lot. All that preaching is here. And when you, from your heart, you're faithfully accepting it, then you'll see increasing bliss will happen from that. And only if you ever change your mind, like some have, then you'll have to experience it going back to the Vaidhi thing and being having separate interests than the transcendental Lord. See, this is what Jesus meant when he said, "Who is my father? Who is my friend? Who is my mother? Those who do the will of God are my family, my friends, and everything." The will of God is engaging in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. Right, Lolita? It's
I
true.
heard like,
Engaging in the transcendental loving, that's the will of the Lord, especially now. You know? So, and this is eternal. This is the eternal. Here you'll see, you get into this, and when you faithfully accept this, when we convince your mind, because I just come here, I don't want any blind believers here. You just come here, live, give me a chance to convince your little mind. You know, with the Lord's teachings, the real. I love this, man. I love to take these things as they are and present them to the world for the great pleasure of everybody. You can't touch this, blah blah blah. Yeah.
yeah.
See, present this to the world so that people, anybody, you accept these things and you can check what we say right there in the verse. That's why I repeat this thing again, so that people can see. Put your nose in the book, man. You see, it's right there. Put your nose in the experience of the devotees, so you can see they're ecstatically engaged in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. Hey. And faithfully accept. We'll show you that this behooves you to faithfully accept this. It is so true. It's more true than any bullshit you're seeing out there.
Yeah.
We'll prove that this works. We'll show you that it works. We'll convince you. And when you are faithfully accepted in an honest way from your heart, boom, the Lord marries you for sure. Even before that, you'll get it. He'll give you an engagement, right?
Presence.
Presence, and yeah, that's right. Yeah, and you know what? I think I gotta rest a little bit. I also, every day I get up really early. I don't know. It seems to be enough, man. So
Take some rest.
I'll take a little
Okay,
rest.
Maharaj.
We got a lot in
Thank you.
your
Thank you.
consciousness now. Meditate on all this for a while.
Yeah, I will. Thank you.
Yes. I like how Radhe takes it personally. Yes, this is an instruction for me. You're right. It is. I'm confused. Yeah. So go live, do whatever you're going to do. Hare Krishna. I'll see you in a little bit. Thank you all for coming.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, it was
Thank
a
you.
great little session.
Take care.
Purna Maharaj. Devotees.
Hey, Balaram, thank you for coming.
Happy
How long,
birthday,
how long are you staying for, Balaram?
2 weeks.
2 weeks only?
Yeah, I know. 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay.
I want to see him next week if I can.
Oh, you got to be in quarantine anyway, right?
No.
Oh, they're not quarantining. Oh,
No.
that's
Just
great.
finished. They just
That's in the past.
Free.
No. We're free. Free.
Free in Turkey.
No mask. No mask.
No
No
masks.
mask. No nothing.
Wow. No masks either. They were
No,
so
just
strict
finished.
before.
It just finished.
No mask. No nothing. You should come to Belgium.
No masks anymore in shops, but on the train, yes.
But
Well,
only on the train.
don't be so. Watch out for these guys. They do this. They give you a little leeway, and then all of a sudden they
Yeah.
lock you back up. So let's see.
Yeah, and then they start again. Yeah.
They have this
We have
habitation.
no fear.
Yeah, but
Huh?
I'm going to see
We have
Balaram
no
next
fear.
week.
No fear.
Yeah. No fear.
No beer, no fear.
Yeah. I still don't trust the Lord's man. He always.
No beer, no me.
Okay. Well, great. All right. So we'll
Thank
see
you
you
for
in
the
a little
class.
bit.
See you soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks. Nice to see you there, Bella.
I'm hungry. I'm going to eat something.
Bye bye.